In Japan, there are these things called bromide cards, which were basically kind of like very easy to print postcards, sometimes with celebrities, sometimes with fictional characters. But bromide cards lasted well into the early 80s, maybe even beyond that. There was the Kaiju boom in the 60s, but then the Kaiju boom kind of died off, but then it was resurrected with the second Kaiju boom, better known as the Haitian boom, of the early 70s. That's when all the Japanese superheroes and their monstrous opponents appeared. And because of that, the kaiju genre definitely had a lot of cross promotion with bromide cards. Usually these bromide cards were not 100% official. To the best of my knowledge, there was companies like Yaka Pro who would print out more elaborate original cards where they would take pre-existing monster images and just go hog wild creating completely new monsters, relatively speaking. It was especially true with like a lot of the Ultraman monsters because there was such a wide variety of those creatures in the various TV shows. Those would always be the ones that would get the most insane alterations. And it wasn't just the kaiju either. They would take in real world backgrounds, usually from postcards or magazine travel logs, or they would even take dinosaur artwork from notable dinosaur paleo artists of the day and really kind of just reuse them as completely different monsters altogether. Mass-produced bootlegs are the best way to describe these cards. So as time went on, these fake monster cards, which would later be called Pachimon, which is the Japanese combination between the buzzwords for stolen, Pachi, would end up kind of creating their own little cult fandom, where not only would these cards get the collective terminology of Pachimon, but Japanese artists, they started making independent toys based on some of these creatures. They also did original artwork. Sometimes they would even reference the creatures in a comedic sense in various books and magazines. But yeah, these Pachimon characters are definitely very bizarre, and I would not be surprised if these would go on to inspire some of the more colorful kaiju spoofs you would see in shows like Dexter's Laboratory or Powerpuff Girls, or even Adult Swim shows. But yeah, that's the bizarre world of Pachimon, and a lot of these characters would almost be worth a video of their own, however brief.